My parents texted me. We are vacationing in Miami with your brother's family. We emptied the joint account, haha. I calmly replied, good luck. When they realized what I had done, it was too late. My brother Kyle was always the golden child. He could set a car on fire, and my parents would blame the manufacturer. I was just the ATM. Kyle was 32, chronically unemployed, and married to a woman with a taste for luxury they absolutely could not afford. Whenever they fell behind, my parents would raid their own meager retirement funds to bail him out. When their money ran dry, they always came to me. Since I was 20, I had been the one fixing their chronic financial disasters. I became an accountant mostly out of self-defense. 5 years ago, I forced my parents to open a joint checking account with me. I needed strict oversight to manage their bills because they were days away from foreclosure. In the beginning, I deposited my own money just to keep their lights on, but recently I was completely done. I bought my own place, separated my personal finances entirely, and strictly used the joint account to babysit their mess. Then came the IRS audit. My parents hadn't paid proper taxes in a decade. The feds were finally threatening to seize their home and garnish whatever income they had left. I spent 6 agonizing months fighting the IRS. I spent hours on hold, submitted endless paperwork, and paid a tax lawyer out of my own pocket just to keep them out of federal court. Eventually, I got the IRS to agree to a one-time lump, some settlement of $42,000. To fund it, I had to force my parents to liquidate their last remaining retirement bonds and sell my dad's classic truck. They fought me tooth and nail, screaming that I was ruining their lives and being cruel. Finally, last Wednesday, their funds cleared. I moved exactly $42,000 into the joint account. The IRS was scheduled to pull the funds via ACH transfer first thing, Monday morning. If the payment failed, the settlement was instantly void, and the feds would drop a heavy lien on their house and freeze all their assets. On Friday at 4 p.m., my phone buzzed. It was a text from my mother. She attached a photo of her, my dad, Kyle, his wife, and their 3 kids holding expensive cocktails on a penthouse balcony in Miami. The text read, "We are vacationing in Miami with your brother's family. We emptied the joint account, haha. Family is everything. You should learn to share. Don't be mad. We needed a break." I stared at the screen. My blood went ice cold, then completely still. They didn't know I had completely separated my personal funds months ago. When they saw the $42,000 sitting in the joint account, they didn't see their hard-fought IRS settlement. They assumed it was my personal savings. They thought they had just robbed me to fund Kyle's dream vacation. They didn't realize they had just robbed the federal government. I didn't call them. I didn't scream. I didn't threaten them. I just took a screenshot of the message from my records, leaned back in my office chair, and typed a simple 2-word reply. Good luck. Then I went out for a nice steak dinner. Monday morning rolled around. I logged into the joint account portal. Balance, 1432. Pending transaction. IRS settlement day, 42,000 torque. Status, failed. Insufficient funds. I smiled, closed my laptop, and went to work. The fallout didn't hit until Tuesday afternoon. My phone started vibrating violently on my desk. 6 missed calls from my dad, 4 from my mom, 12 from Kyle. I finally answered on the 23rd ring. "Are you insane?" my dad screamed. The sheer panic in his voice was absolute music to my ears. "Our cards are declining. The hotel is threatening to call the police because we can't pay the bill." "That sounds like a terrible vacation," I said, keeping my voice deadpan. "The bank says all our personal accounts are frozen." My mom wailed in the background. "They said there's a federal lock. Fix this right now. Transfer your money to us." "I can't," I replied softly. "You emptied the joint account, remember? That was your money." Kyle yelled into the speakerphone. "We just borrowed your savings. You're rich. You can fix this." "Kyle," I said, my voice dropping to a harsh whisper. "That wasn't my money. That was the IRS settlement. The one keeping mom and dad from losing their house. The payment bounced yesterday." Dead silence on the other end of the line. The sound of the Miami ocean breeze crackled through the speaker. Suddenly feeling very cold. "You stole 42 grand from the IRS to go to the beach," I continued, savoring every single syllable. "The settlement is void. The house is going to be seized, and I am officially resigning as your financial proxy." "Wait, please, son, you didn't tell us." My dad choked out. "Good luck in Miami," I said. I hung up. I blocked their numbers, blocked Kyle, and forwarded the screenshots of their texts directly to the IRS agent handling their case. I hear the weather in Florida is beautiful this time of year. I hope they enjoyed it because they have absolutely nothing to come home to.